Hello there. On this Sunday evening, 8 o'clock at night, this is the radio I picked up for $5 at the Jewett City Flea Market today. It's a strictly AM, has a nice grill on it, and we're going to give it a check over here. We're not going to do any attempts of repair or anything if it needs it. If it plays, we're not going to do anything, but we're going to try to check it out for the, putting the battery voltage on it. I believe it's probably 6 volts, probably 4 AA's, but I'm not positive. So let's go and get into it and see what it takes. So, let's pop it open here. Let's see what we've got here. Embossed raised lettering, very difficult to read. It looks like it's where it says model here. There is nothing after it, but there's a little white tag that says P1810B. And there's a number above that. The number above it looks like 5/13/73, so that would be the date. Okay? It takes 4 AA batteries, so it's 6 volt. Alright, this is the battery pack here. So the guy says it takes a 9 volt battery. Well, I hope they didn't put a 9 volt battery in there, because this radio is designed for 6 volts, 4 AA's, and you can see that inside the battery holder, I believe, if I get the light just right here. Alright, so what we're going to do, I'm going to pop this off here. The average person would probably stick a 9 volt on here, and it wouldn't be too healthy for the radio. So let me get the power supply on. I'll be right back. Okay, we've got a 6 volt battery here, and so we're going to use that instead of the power supply. So let me get my negative lead on here. We'll get the positive lead. I think I'm on camera. And the negative here. And we turn it on. Volume's all the way up. Very faint. Don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear it? Okay. I noticed it uses one of these subboards over here. See that? Those are SOBs to work. I think Shango 66, I am not sure, but I think he was working on a radio that had a board similar to this. I do watch his videos. They're pretty interesting. Another trick I learned from Shango, and I didn't know, is a lot of times he'll take a soldering iron and put it on the electrolytic, and heating them up a little bit will bring them partially back to life. In other words, brings up the capacity, reduces the ESR. We could try that, but we're not going to do that tonight. This is just a show and tell on this video now. So I mean, it could be a transistor too. I'm poking around here gently. Nothing unusual is happening. Of course, they could have damaged it by running 9 volts. And there is a red mark on this electrolytic right here. Oh yeah, I'm touching the antenna, that's why. See this electrolytic right here? But then again, there is a number 2 on the speaker in red. So it may not be related, I don't know. But let's just probe around in there. Let's do the hot soldering iron trick here. I'll be right back. Okay, you're hearing a little static because that's from the soldering iron. This soldering iron makes a lot, it's a soldering station, makes a lot of noise in the AM band. So let's try the trick that I learned from Shango. Let's try this electrolytic here first. No, that didn't do it. Let's try the one with the mark on it. Try this one over here. Not really any difference at all. See, no more electrolytics. I'm looking around for electrolytics here. We'll briefly touch the transistors, but not much. This one I didn't touch. This is electrolytic here. All right, so that don't work. So you can hear the radio a little bit. By the way, I picked up this roll of solder right here at my local thrift store earlier in the week for $1. Everything in the store is $1. It's a heavy solder. It don't say whether it's 50-50 or 60-40 or anything, but it seems to work quite well on the soldering iron here. All right, so it's a little bit stronger, not much.
So when I think about maintenance, I have been told by
It could be a transistor. It probably could use a recapping. It might have more than one bad cap in it.
every single year, and it is the best on remodeling projects. And everyone's always like, oh, you should spend money.
I would say, and I don't like to get overconfident, I could probably, with my bad eyesight, be able to replace the electrolytics. We got one here. Let's see. I lost my magnifier again. That's nothing new. We got electrolytic here. One here, 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 and here. Okay? And one here. Yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As it's running, it's getting a wee bit louder. And of course, I hold the antenna, it always brings in better. That happens with all radios. It's pretty selective.
President Biden's pandemic relief package. 56 degrees, clear skies in New York. Humidity is 53%.
I think I might
Winds
recap this.
variable at 3 miles an hour, gusting to 22. Repeating that current temperature, 56, going down to 43 tonight in Midtown. Winds news time, 8:25.
Dear smart shoppers, ready, set, go. Get a great deal on a new Toyota. Get a complimentary first month lease payment on a new 2021 Camry or Camry Hybrid with $189 a month due for $35 after with $29.99 due at signing plus taxes and fees. Save now, Toyota.
Security deposit waived on approved credit from Toyota Financial Services for Tier 1 Plus or Tier 3 customers. Complimentary first month payment of $400. Customer responsible.
Volume control needs cleaning.
This car was born to
I'll tell you what, it's coming to life the more I play it. So
progress is never blended.
I'm going to say volume control cleaning, replace the electrolytics, and we may have ourselves a good radio here. Be nice if I had the short wave band, but it's strictly AM.
Exciting career and
Can't have everything, and I paid $5 for it.
part of solving complex.
They're dedicated, motivated, and it didn't really come from me. I think after the shut.
Glenn's got 19 points in
I'll tell you, it's very sensitive, very selective, very sensitive. It just doesn't have a lot of volume, and that's understandable. You need a set of electrolytics, and I think we'll be all good to go here.
person. They just and so they're coming to those stores already.
While Walmart has said it currently has no plans to seek a banking charter, it has said it hopes to offer a
42 only Hyundais come with Hyundai Insurance. Second free throw good to Houston. Scores the first 4 points of the second half, and they
This is a low end of the dial right here.
whole lot to do with it, but Baker again agreed.
E-I-O.
And life to a fellow New York.
Outer space. We're being invaded by aliens.
Call Coast One now. A 10-minute call can save you up to no nation quote. Trusted HSC service.
Opening up their doors for us, so that was really very nice.
Good, good. Well, that's a sign for the teachers. We get short end of the stick, and I want to let them know we're out there fighting.
Yep, this has potential. We'll take off the battery here, and I got to charge up the battery on this JVC camera here, but we'll just give you a little closer look here on the inside of the radio. I think I might be able to do this recapping. Ron, the dial string is good. The only problem I would have is getting this out of the case, as long as it isn't one of these radios that the dial assembly stays in here, and have to pull the circuit board and leave the dial assembly in here. I don't mean this scale, but the pointer and this string and everything. Some of these, I won't tackle it unless I'm sure. But I'll be working on that. This will be a future project that I will be working on probably pretty soon. So this is the battery holder here, as I showed you earlier. And as you can see, it takes a total of 4 AA batteries. Two on this side and 2 on the other side. A total of 6 volts. So I think if we replace these, this shouldn't be too bad. And we got a screw over here. I don't see any other screws there, but I'll study it with a magnifying glass. This is just a show and tell tonight. It sure felt good to get up to Jewett City today. I got up this morning at 7 a.m. and it was kind of cold out there. I said, I'm not going to Jewett City. It was in the upper 30s, I guess. I said, there's no way I'm going up there. I'm going to be freezing my hookies off here. So, went to McDonald's locally, and then I was parked in the parking lot, and the sun was out very nicely, and it warmed up. It started getting warm to a point where I said, you know what? I think I'm going to go, but I really don't want to go late, because some of those vendors start pulling up as 10:30, 11 in the morning, and they start pulling up steaks. So I always like to get there no later than 8:30 in the morning, but I couldn't today because it was way too cold. So I went to McDonald's. Tommy was still sleeping. I got back and he was awake. And I told him, I said, you know what? I think we're going to go to Jewett City. I says, it's getting milder out there now. And I had a light jacket on. And we took the jacket off after a while. And we walked around, and as you saw in the video. So I made out good today. This is the only radio they had over there. The guy that has the radios wasn't there, and he hasn't been having radios lately. But who knows what I missed out on in all the months previous to today. But anyways, this is a project that I will be working on. One last look here. That's the date, 5/13/73. I think that's the model number, because the rest of this is embossed black on black. Very hard to see, but you see where it says model, nothing after it. So I would take it that this is the model number. But I really don't need, and it tells you what the batteries are, 4 AA's. I don't need a schematic unless I was tracing this out, and transistor stuff is virtually impossible for me to trace out. But I shouldn't have any problems replacing these electrolytics, except for this one. I think there's just one here, one right here on this subboard. See that subboard right there? That will be a problem. So that probably will be the one I will not be able to replace, because it's going to be a SOB getting that out. Okay, that's it, folks. I think I'll probably put this video together, and it'll either go up here tonight, which is Sunday night, or it'll go up Monday morning. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody.